Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with Screenwriter's Rant on False Positive, a new movie from Hulu, which I have mixed feelings about. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books, Wokistan, a novel, Hollywoke, another novel, political satire, and of course the Pineys books 1 through 6, comedy horror in South Jersey. It's all on Amazon.com. If you have Amazon Prime, you have Kindle Unlimited. If you have Kindle Unlimited, you can read the books for free now. This movie is some kind of horror movie. A woman wants to get pregnant, so she goes to a specialist played by Bronsan, and they're having trouble, I guess, getting pregnant. And he does his medical science and gets her pregnant, helps her get her pregnant, makes her more fertile, I guess. But then something weird starts to happen. She starts to have hallucinations. Now, this is a film by A24, and they tend to do a lot of weird movies. But, you know, the song in the background of this trailer is Be My Baby, which is sort of a cheery song. And I get what they're kind of going for. They're going for that contrast, but it kind of doesn't work in this for me. I feel like the song's a little too cheery. You know, normally towards the end of the trailer, it gets, it starts to go, be my baby, and then it gets like, evil and warped. Doesn't really happen. So the premise is Pierce gives her, his medical advice or his medical treatment so she can get pregnant. And she gets pregnant, but then she starts to have hallucinations and stops trusting the doctor. So she goes to a midwife who, I don't know, gives her more things to think about, I guess. And then she becomes either crazy or convinced that, that something weird is happening. Is that the chick from Broad City? Is that her name? Ilana Glazer? I don't remember her name. Looks like her. Yeah, I mean, Pierce Bronsan, he's always great. I mean, he's always playing either a leading guy or whatever. He's just such a good actor. It's tough to call this movie. I'm not sure what's going on. I assume it's a movie. It's an original, which I guess is a movie. I don't know why they just can't say movie, but so false positive would I guess indicate that she's not really pregnant and he somehow deluded her. And then there's a scene at the end where, Bronsan's got like one of his medical tools stuck in his head, and they're screaming, and I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on here. If I had to guess, the first act, we can't get pregnant. We'll go to a specialist, and they go to Pierce, and don't worry, and he's so great, and gives her the treatment, and then boom, she's pregnant. It's a miracle, and then she starts feeling weird. Second act, she starts feeling weirder, seeing things about the doctor that's a little off. Tells her friends, tells her husband. They're kind of dismissive of her. Finally, she gets desperate, goes to the midwife. Because, natural is somehow always better. The midwife tells her there's something weird going on. And something wrong with the baby, maybe. I don't know. They don't really give it away in the trailer, but she becomes convinced the doctor did something. Maybe on sound. And then either she has the baby and loses it, thereby creating a false positive, or she goes so crazy they take the baby away from her. Kind of depends on how it's going to end. And, I mean, they call it a thriller movie, so that can kind of go either way. I mean, if it's a horror movie, it could end very dark. Is it a horror movie that they're just calling it a thriller? Are they trying not to give away the ending? I mean, she does apparently, at least in one scene, stab Pierce Bronsan in the eye with one of his tools, which, if you saw where that tool was implied to have gone, you might say, oof, that's doubly gross. So the other side of it would be that it would be a positive ending where she gets a baby. or a Twilight Zone ending where she's crazy and goes into an asylum because she was never pregnant. You know, something just convinced her that she was, and she's been crazy the whole movie. Either way, I don't see this being like a movie where you get to the end of it and go, ooh, I'm glad I watched that. It doesn't look fun. It doesn't look funny. And, you know, the horror portion of this does hit home because it's so personal and intimate, but it's not billed as a horror movie. So I'm not quite sure who this is aimed at. Is this a movie meant to dissuade women from having children? Is that what it's supposed to be? I don't really understand what this is supposed to be. I would assume at the end, you know, it's all good and everything's fine. Let me see in the IMDb. False positive. I think that's her from Broad City. Looks like her. Gosh, looks just like her if it's not her. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's her. Yep, that's definitely her. She changed her hair. Yeah, from Broad City. And that's another thing too. Is this supposed to be funny? Kind of like a dark comedy, because it's not feeling very funny. John Lee is the director. After getting pregnant were complicated enough, Lucy sets out to uncover the unsettling truth about her fertility doctor. R-rated for disturbing, bloody images, sexual content, graphic nudity, and language. It's being described as a modern Rosemary's Baby. Okay, so maybe it's satanic in nature. Maybe he's some sort of evil Satanist who put Satan's baby inside her. If so, you know, if this is meant to be a horror movie, I hate the marketing and I hate this trailer. This is a major fail in my view. I don't feel scared. I just feel, I don't want to see this. You know, to me, it would be. The song is what kills it. That song is just way too happy. They're going for nostalgia, I guess, and, you know, I mean, that's an old song even for me, so I think you got the wrong tone with this trailer. Really kind of a turnoff to the whole movie, playing that song. Be My Baby. It's not even about a baby. You know, it's about a romance. Yeah, I'm not so sure why you decided. I mean, was that the only picture you came up with in terms of baby? To me, like a Rosemary's Baby. I mean, I remember that movie way back in the day when it came out. It came out around the time of The Exorcist. You know, that would have been like a very dark trailer, right? It would have been like, dong, 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 hoo, 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 hoo. You know, you would have been like, ooh, this movie looks messed up. I'm going to go see it. This movie is like, is it trying to be funny? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, it's a genres. Horror, mystery, thriller. If you're going to go horror, go big. Go big. Or, like I said, you know, halfway through the trailer, the music should have went brrr. So I call this a fail. It's kind of turned me off the whole idea of seeing a movie. I mean, look, even the poster looks scarier than this. What are they doing? June 25th. Yeah, I don't know. This all seems off. I don't know why they're doing this, and I don't know why she's doing this. She's very funny. Speaking of funny women. Why wouldn't you do a funny movie for, you know, the cast member of Broad City? That's what she's known for. She's known for being a comedian. I mean, give her a funny movie. I talk about somebody who should be in a romantic comedy. Here she is. Totally should be in one. In some kind of capacity, either the lead, like they gave her here, or the funny friend. I mean, this is Hollywood today. They just don't know what they're doing. So, I know. You've upset Joan. So I'm going to call it a night. We'll see you tomorrow.